everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Full Metal Geek. I'm your host today, Robert Parker, and with me in the co-hosting seat is absolutely nobody. But it's okay, though. I'm used to being alone. So we have the last first round matchup of our Full Metal Geek tournament right here today. Jim Green versus Kaleb Koho. The Kingdom is having a civil war. These guys team partners over in Multiplex, but they're going at it here in Full Metal. I'm really excited for this match. Like I said, the last first round, the winner of this will move on, and we'll talk about who they're going to play in the post-match. But let's get some pre-match thoughts from our competitors first with Kaleb, the King Koho. You're coming in here as your seed number I don't remember, so I'm going to stall real quick. You're the 7 seed coming into this tournament. How do you feel about going up against your team partner, Jim?
Me and Jim have played a couple times. It's not something I look forward to. Not because I'm necessarily scared of playing Jim, just I don't like playing people in my faction. But Jim's good. I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm better. So we'll see how this goes. But hey, no matter what, whoever wins, if it's a high scoring game, it just shows that our team is scary anyway. So
absolutely, and if it's a low scoring game, it means you both suck. So your pre-match thoughts, Mr. Jim Green, the number 10 seed coming into this tournament. How you feeling, man?
I feel like I'm gonna lose, even though it seems every time we play, unless it involves a stupid, crappy IMDb round, I beat Kaleb Koho because Koho sucks. So there is that, and Kirk Cousins makes the Vikings lose, not the referees. So there's also that.
Retweet, and that gives away when we're recording this, even though it's not going to go up for another 2 months. So I'm going to run through the rules real quick for round one. Nope. We're going to go through round one. It works like this. You're going to get 10 questions from 10 predetermined geek categories. You have about 15 seconds to answer the question. Write it down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper or whatever you have. You have to reveal it and say it out loud at the same time. Correct answer is worth 1 point. If you happen to get all 10 correct, you will get a bonus question worth an additional 1 point. You get that question right, and you get 3 repeats and chances to use throughout the course of the match. So, with all that out of the way, if you're ready, I will hop right into it with...
Do we have to reveal and say at the same time, or can we reveal and then say, or say and then reveal?
That's a good question. I should change my script that I don't have. There's no teleprompter. So your question one is in the category of Wizarding World. Who is the headmaster of Hogwarts in the Deathly Hallows movies? Just finished my rewatch of this series. They still slap. I think that's the technical term. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, coming to Kaleb. Go first.
I believe that's Severus Snape.
And Jim?
Severus Snape.
Severus Snape is the correct pronunciation. So Jim will get the point. Kaleb will not. Yes, so you're both correct. 1 point each. Your next question comes to you in the category of Marvel. In which X-Men universe film are Logan's adamantium claws severed? Or severed, if you will. That's a 30-second callback.
Hey, Robert, do you do stand up? Because if you don't, you should.
4, 3, you're a dick. 2, 1. That was good. Pens down. Jim, would you like?
It's a Met date movie, The Wolverine.
And Kaleb.
The Wolverine.
Oh, correct. Nice job, guys. Your next one is in the category of Middle Earth. What dead animal does Smeagol bring Frodo in Two Towers that Sam cooks into a stew?
Is a potato an animal?
That's what I was gonna say.
5, 4,
Potato.
3, 2, 1. You haven't even seen the movie. Pens
I
down.
have not.
Kaleb.
Is it a rabbit?
And Jim?
I also said rabbit, even though I've seen the movie and don't know if it's right.
Both are correct. It is a rabbit.
Hey.
All right, your next one's in directors and composers.
Oh, fuck this.
Who was nominated for an Oscar for composing the music to Star Trek: The Motion Picture? Both players staying tight. Will the fourth question be the one that separates them? This is
What
very
is the
unlike.
random stain on the back of my?
I was gonna not ask because that would be impolite, but now that you've mentioned it, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Looks like a
1.
cat, kind of. Like, look at you can see the ears.
Jim, you're up first.
I said Jura Goldsmith.
And Caleb?
Jerry Goldsmith.
It is Jury Goldsmith.
Again, me with the pronunciation correctly and cover
Yeah.
whatever that is.
You need to step up, Koho.
I
All
know.
right. The next one is in the category of Worlds of DC. What two heroes work together to pull apart the mother boxes and stop the Unity in Justice League? Hashtag release the Snyder Cut? Question mark. Just kidding. I don't want to support that movement. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
1. Okay, Caleb, when you use your first repeat, you will have 2 of those left. In category Worlds of DC, what two heroes work together to pull apart the mother boxes and stop the Unity in Justice League?
Fuck it. I'll stick with it. Shit.
I saw this once in theaters and
Fuck.
I don't remember anything about it.
4, 3, 2, 1. That rampant swearing has made this video demonetized. Caleb, what do you have?
Is it Wonder Woman and Cyborg?
Incorrect. Jim.
Well, we had the same answer, so we're both equally incorrect.
Is it Is it Aquaman and Wonder Woman?
Superman and Cyborg.
Oh, Superman and Cyborg.
Superman and Cyborg.
Okay, I would have been wrong no matter what, so I'm good.
Yes, you were wrong. That is correct. Your sixth question, the category of mixed bag. Mixed bag. What could it be? What 90s comic book film features Diane Lane, Rob Schneider, Max von Sydow, and Armand Assante?
What is this? Let's hope I get this right.
Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim, to you first.
I have no idea. Blade 2.
That is incorrect.
Is it the
Caleb?
Shadow?
It's not the Shadow. We were looking for Judge Dredd.
Oh shit, that's right.
Judge Dredd. The Stallone one.
Was Blade 2 90s?
No, not at all.
Okay, close.
Your next one in the category of DC. What does Superman have to do in order to be with Lois in Superman 2? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Koho, would you have?
Give up being Superman?
I can accept that. And Jim?
Give up his powers.
Absolutely. We're looking for become mortal or give up his powers. So we'll take that. Your next one in the category of Star Wars.
What question number?
Number 8. This is number 8 of 10.
Okay.
Category of Star Wars. Who plays the thief known as DJ in The Last Jedi?
Oh.
That classic huh sound from Jim. Also, much like the stain on Jim's board, something I didn't want to point out, but I have to, Koho is wearing his Burger King crown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Jim, would you have?
I put Benicio del Toro.
And Caleb?
That's terribly misspelled, my guy. Benicio del Toro.
It's Benicio del Toro.
I put that's
That is Boico.
That's an E. I couldn't remember how many I's there were in it.
All right. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay, so we're at 6-6. And your second to last question, your penultimate in this round in the category of Star Trek. Who is assigned to the captain's chair when Kirk leads the mission to capture Khan on Kronos in Star Trek Into Darkness?
Star Trek Into Darkness?
Star, Trek Into Darkness.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down and Koho.
It would be Sulu.
It would be Sulu. And Jim?
That would be Sulu.
Nice job, guys. Last question here in this round, in the category of MCU. Who destroys the Sovereign Fleet to allow the Guardians to escape to Bearheart in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Rewatch Endgame twice this week. A little time. Small flick. 5.
That's a small time flick that Boatman will make a 4-point question in a later match.
Yeah, probably. Jim, what'd you have?
Ego.
And Caleb?
Ego.
Nice job. Still tied up 8-8 as we go into round 2, which works like this. I'm going to bring up a wheel that has randomized categories on it. There are 8 categories plus heroes and opponent, or heroes pick and villains pick, which is the winner's and opponent's choice. The person in the lead in this case, nobody. So the higher ranked competitor, higher seeded, in this case Caleb, will get to choose if he would like to go first or second in this round after I read the categories out. Then who's ever up at the wheel is going to give it a spin, whatever they land on. If they don't like it, they can choose to respin, but they do have to stick with the second option if the first one's not to their liking. Then you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can check to multiple choice. That devalues the question down to being only worth 1. And, of course, there is stealing in this round. So, with that being said, I am going to bring up the wheel.
44-yard touchdown by the Chiefs. So it's like, okay, yeah, there we go.
The wheel, your round 2 wheel, sponsored by Coursera, data science, 100% online courses. Your categories are directors, composers, Wizarding World, Marvel, mixed bag, quotes, worlds of DC, Star Trek, and Star Wars. So hearing that, Caleb, would you like to go first or second in this round?
I'll go second.
All right, Jim.
Of course you will.
Jim's first spin is in.
That's a very slow spin.
Lands on Wizarding World.
Koho, do you think I should? Koho, wait, I need to consult my manager.
Yeah.
Caleb, Koho. What do we think?
I honestly think you might want to take this one as your manager.
After consulting my manager, I will be accepting this spin of the wheel.
Good bit. All right. All right, Jim. Your question's in Wizarding World. In Deathly Hallows Part 1, Bathilda Bagshot has a picture of whom in her home?
Gellert Grindelwald.
That is correct for 2 points.
Fuck you.
All right. Jim brings his total up to 10 then. Your next question.
Don't need that version, though.
What animal does Malfoy get transfigured into in Goblet of Fire?
Professor, is that a student? I believe it's a ferret.
It is a ferret for 2 points. Technically, it's a ferret. It's not a student. All right. Your next one. In Half-Blood Prince, Marcus Belby is invited to the Slug Club because of his uncle, who invented what potion?
Oh, that's a good deep cut.
Thank you.
Okay. Ooh. Go ahead and give me the multiple choicey boys.
Okay, your multiple choicey boys are as follows. Is it A, Amortentia, B, Polyjuice, C, Wolfsbane, or D,
D, that you didn't have filled in yet, so go ahead and make something up. I'm going to say Wolfsbane regardless. Finally.
You're correct. It is Wolfsbane. I'm very sorry. I had Amortentia down twice.
Or a D, fuck you.
I should have just threw something out. I should have thrown out a draft or something. I'm
That's
sorry.
funny. No, that's funny.
You had the right answer either way.
Good bit.
Yeah, that wasn't a bit though. All right. Your next one. What subject did Hagrid teach in The Prisoner of Azkaban?
In The Prisoner of Azkaban, that is, oh God, I know what it is, but it's like trying to remember how it's said. I'll multiple choice it because I know the answer. It's the care of something creatures, blah, 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 but multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, groundskeeping, B, herbology, C, care of magical creatures, or D, monsters and you?
C.
It is C for 1 point.
I couldn't remember if it was a more elaborate name or not.
See, if we're playing a team match right now, Jim, I would have said care of magical creatures is the only thing in my brain. So you'd been like, okay, I know those 3. So, hey, we're going to beat Mr. Jedi.
Jedi.
I do like Lost Jedi.
That'll probably actually, honestly, that match will probably go out before this one.
Cool.
But your last question this round, Jim. What country does Ron's brother Charlie work with dragons in?
Romania.
Correct for 2 more points. 5 for 5 in that round for Jim. That brings your total up to 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
16
not right.
What?
Yep.
Nope.
8. 16 to 8.
Yep. 16 to 8. Did I count that right? 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
12. Yep.
I
Okay. All right. Does that into,
I got 8 points.
Don't want to make mistakes. Yep. All right. So you are currently leading by 8 points, 16 to 8, as I bring the wheel back up for Kaleb Koho's spin. All right. Koho, your spin is away.
Opponent's choice. Star
It's on
Wars.
Star Wars.
I'm going to spin again.
Of course you are. Fuck you. Star Wars sucks.
Star Wars
That
6,
one's
Jim
sick.
Green, 2019.
Star Trek. Have fun.
Star
Cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, I hope you studied hockey, Koho. Get wrecked, bitch.
Wow. This is honestly one of the most fun round 1 matchups. All right. I am just stalling. So
Don't throw an interception into the end zone to 30 Packers, Koho.
That was funny. All right.
Don't call offensive pass interference when I got a touchdown and no pass interference was there.
All right. Here we go. What starship is Riker assigned to become the captain of in Star Trek Nemesis?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it the USS Bradbury, B, the USS Farragut, C, the USS Titan, or D, the USS Saratoga?
Is it B?
B is incorrect. Chance for 1 point still from Jim. Your options are A, the USS Bradbury, B, the USS Farragut, C, the USS Titan, or D, the USS Saratoga.
I will go with the USS Barbary.
That is also incorrect, unfortunately. We were looking for the Titan. It's the Titan. Jim did not get a steal there, but we go into Koho's second question. What Class M planet is the Enterprise and crew on at the opening of Star Trek Into Darkness?
Fuck. Did they even say the name of this planet? Oh, shit. Multiple choice.
I would not write the question if they didn't.
Yeah, no.
Is it A, Ultimate, B, Regula, C, Viridian, or D, Nibiru?
D.
That is correct for 1 point.
Was that Star Trek Into Darkness?
That is Star
Yeah,
Trek.
Star Trek Into Darkness, yeah. That is a good bit. All right. Question 3. Which of Picard's crew members got drunk on tequila with Zephyr Cochrane in First Contact?
Data.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal from Jim.
I don't know any other Picard crew members, so I'm gonna guess Wesley Crusher.
That is incorrect.
Riker,
We're looking
right?
for it's Deanna Troy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Is that a person?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay. I knew it wasn't the robot, you idiot.
All right, 2 more.
didn't know.
What department of the ship were Decker and Kirk on when Decker found out he was no longer captain of the Enterprise in Star Trek The Motion Picture?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, medical, B, command, C, security, or D, engineering?
Is it medical?
That is also incorrect. Your options, Jim, for the 1-point steal. A, medical, B, command, C, security, or D, engineering?
Is it engineering?
That is correct for 1 point.
Eat shit, Koho. You're gonna lose.
And your last question. What is the first name of Spock's mother?
Amanda.
That is correct for 2 points.
Ooh, sorry, no, it's Winona.
Much needed 2 points there from Koho. As you bring your total up to 11 to Jim's 17. I think that choice to spin second might have hurt Koho there. But hindsight's 2020 as we go into round 3, which works like this. I'm going to bring up a new wheel, this one with only 6 categories on it. And you're going to get a 2, 3, and 5 pointer. We start with the person who's behind and go until they have either exhausted their questions or taken the lead. And yeah, we get 2, 3, and 5 pointer. You do 1 respin to use throughout the entirety of round 3, so make sure you use it at an opportune moment. And you can get the same category for multiple different point levels, but the same question, or excuse me, the same category and the same point level cannot be reused. So
you're saying you can't just spin it once and then get all questions from the same?
no, you can.
That's an interesting concept, Robert.
Strange, right? All right. So Koho, you were down 11-17. So we're gonna have to stick with you first.
Koho has to answer all of his questions before I even have to answer one.
No, but I
back
do
to
have
you,
to answer
yes.
my 5.
You're down by 6.
I have to answer either my 2 or my 3.
No, you have to answer. If you answer your 2
All
and
right,
3, you get all 3 of your questions before I even get my first one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one's sponsored by Polaris, I guess. Your categories are Wizarding World, Star Trek, Heroes and Villains, Worlds of DC, Quotes, and Directors Composers.
Polaris, sunglasses for bros. I'm just kidding. Those are uglies.
All right. Heroes and Villains for your 2 points.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Your question. In how many DC movies does Terrence Stamp appear as General Zod?
2.
That is correct for 2 points. That's your total up to 13. 8 more points possible. So hold up. Okay, so you can miss your 3, but you do have to. At this point, you have to hit your 5 to send it back to Jim. Okay. Your 3-point spin lands on Directors Composers.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
Shocker.
Give him the 5-pointer in Star Trek. That'd be awesome.
3-pointer Directors Composers. Who composed the score for The Amazing Spider-Man?
James Horner.
That's correct for 3 points. Now currently down by 1, 16-17. Hitting this will send it over to Jim. Missing this will result in a TKO.
That's co, as they say.
Do they say that?
What's the score?
Your 5-point spin. 17 to Kaleb 16. Worlds of DC.
I'm going to spin again.
Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek.
Heroes and Villains.
Cool. Okay.
Just to clarify,
Okay.
if he hits it, the only questions I cannot answer for point values is the same ones he had.
Correct.
Okay.
So like you can't get Heroes and Villains for your 2.
Okay.
Or your 5.
Or your 5. Yeah. All right. So your 5-pointer Heroes and Villains. Name both actresses who played Agent O in Men in Black 3.
That would be Emma Thompson and Alice Eve.
That is correct for 5 points.
Okay, so what's the score?
21 to
It's
7.
currently 21-17.
Okay.
21-17. So, Jim, you gotta hit a couple here.
Hit 2 any.
Well, you could just hit your 5 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Kaleb has done everything he can at this point. You just gotta hope that Jim misses. 2-pointer in Worlds of DC.
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay. What title does Orm want in Aquaman?
Ocean Master.
That is correct for 2 points.
Fun fact, Dolph Lundgren plays Nereus in that movie. Nereus. Pronounced Nereus.
All right. 19-21. Hitting either of your next questions will win Jim the game.
Probably that movie's about 20 minutes too long for my taste, but still good.
And then Heroes and Villains for your 3.
Sure, I'll take it. We got all the Heroes and Villains questions, Koho.
Yeah, we did.
All right. Yeah, that's an annoying category to rewrite too, so thanks for that. What ancient evil creature did Gandalf the Grey die fighting in the Mines of Moria?
Oh my fucking god. God damn it. I know the it's like the Shelob situation where I know the answer but I don't know how to say it. The Molrag.
That is incorrect. We're looking for the Balrog.
Balrog. I knew it was like something Rog.
Okay.
Balrog of Morgoth. All right, so we're down to the final question, folks. If Jim hits this question, he will win and move on to round 2. If he misses, Kaleb Koho will win and move on to round 2 instead. I am stalling so I can share the wheel. All right, Jim, your 5-point spins in. Lands on Worlds of DC.
Spin it again.
Star Trek.
Oh, well,
That's karma,
Yikes. Okay. Here we go. Your 5-pointer in Star Trek for the match.
I don't know.
What is the name of the woman at Yorktown who offers Kirk the position of Vice Admiral in Star Trek Beyond?
That's the one with Idris Elba. Yorktown. I have no idea.
5, 4,
Have fun in round
3.
2.
And your winner, also 21-19, Kaleb Koho. We're looking for Commodore Paris.
I knew that.
Paris. Commodore Paris. So I'm sweating and I'm not playing in this match. So we're gonna go into some post-match thoughts. First with Mr. Jim Green, so I can get Koho to stop saying "holy shit." Jim, you had a really strong match right until those last 2 questions, man. I think maybe just a little bit of bum luck about what categories were on in that last round. You respawned off of Worlds at DC, hoping to probably hit Wizarding World or something you were more comfortable with. But
Yeah.
how do you feel after that match?
I should have respawned that Heroes and Villains to Worlds of, I would have felt more comfortable with the Worlds of DC 3 and then a Star Trek 5. But yeah, just not much I could do there. Koho got the right categories for his strength set in that last round, and that's live by the wheel, die by the wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. So your run in this tournament has unfortunately been put to an early end. A damn close match, though. That would have been awesome to tout that you would TKO Kaleb Koho in a Geek match.
Again.
But I hope we see you back soon once the tournament's over, man.
Yeah, definitely. And I will be doing stand-up and magic in my free time.
Good luck. Wish you the best. And our winner today, by the skin of his neck, Kaleb Koho.
Yeah. Wow. Dang. Honestly, I thought Jim had that. I got the worst luck on what I spun in round 2. Probably should have kept Star Wars. But Star Wars can get really weird and deep sometimes, and I'm comfortable, but I'm not confident. And I wanted to get something that was confident after he got Wizarding World, and Star Trek. I felt more confident in than Star Wars. It just I didn't get the set that I needed of questions there. Wow, round 3 that wheel just really helped me out, and yeah, I guess me and the round 3 wheel are better friends than me and the round 2 one.
It does seem that way, yeah. So. Yeah, you had not even a whole ton of categories that really most people would go for. That was a kind of a rough round 3 wheel in general. But yeah, you managed to go 3 for 3, and then Jim missed 2 of his questions. So you played a good match, man. I can't dig you, especially in round 1, 8 points. You definitely stumbled, but you were able to finish strong. That's what matters. So
yeah.
Hopefully, depending on release dates, this is probably going to be the last match of round 1 that's up, which means we know that your opponent for round 2 is Tim Berkala. How do you feel going in to play Tim in a straight-up Geek setting?
Tim and I have wanted to play each other for so long in a legitimate match setting, one-on-one. It hasn't happened in fandom yet, so if we can make it happen in Geek now, that's great. I feel pretty good about playing Tim. That one can go honestly either way. But I feel like I can win that one. But you know what? I won't be shocked if Tim's the one that puts me out of the tournament. He's really good. We have the same record now, Tim. We're both 4-1, 1-on-1 scenarios here. So,
unfortunately, incorrect. But I appreciate your annoying this. Actually, in one-on-one settings, Tim's 4-0.
Never mind.
You are now 4-4. Is where your record sits.
Cool.
Moving on to the tournament, the number 7 seed. I think that is a deceptively low seed for you. My co-showrunner RJ actually picked you to win the whole thing. So his predictions were almost cut very short today, but they were not. So wish you luck in the next round, man. Good luck against Tim.
Yeah.
We have these semifinal matches are going to be awesome. But thanks for a great match today. So from everybody here at Full Metal Geek, from Jim, Caleb, myself, RJ, and everybody at Full Metal, we want to thank you all for watching. Do all that stuff you're supposed to do at the end of a YouTube video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And of course, we will see you next week when we kick off round 2 of this tournament.